Hi everyone, welcome to this week's video. I hope you're having a good week. The background's a little bit different today, and if you look closely, they're all things that a scientist would use in a lab, or in a laboratory. So this week's video is all about science, and I have someone here who knows a bit more about science than I do. A special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Grania.
This is Grania, my sister. Grania has been studying science for the last few years. And what do you study in science?
So I study pharmacology. So I'll be studying medicine, how different medicines affect different people, and if they're safe. That's the main thing.
If they're safe to use.
They're safe to use.
So before any medicines can go to any hospitals or to any pharmacies or anything, you have to test them. Scientists have to do lots of tests. So Grania would be working in labs and testing medicines like that. So she'd know lots about that. Because there's lots of different types of science, but that's the one you focus on. And what are you wearing today?
I'm wearing a lab coat or laboratory coat, and it's just to protect me against different chemicals I'll be using.
Okay.
Just in case.
Is there anything else you wear when you're in the lab?
So here I have some safety goggles.
Very cool.
To protect my eyes.
Very good.
Because your eyes are very exposed. I'd be wearing gloves as well, just to not contaminate things, like
okay, so it means you don't want things to mix together.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to have gloves on and you have to have goggles on because you could get things in your eye. It could, really bad for your eye. And is there anything else you need to do?
Have your hair up, so you don't want any flames nearby to catch onto your hair.
So sometimes you work with fire, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Okay, so Grania'd have to have her hair up, she has her goggles on and her lab coat, and that's what she's wearing today for a bit of our video, because we're going to do two experiments. One is going to be a sink or float, one that you could do at home, and we're both going to try it and see how we get on. And then the second one is a bit more exciting, but I'm going to leave it as a surprise till the end, so just keep watching and we'll find out what it is. Okay, so our first experiment is about sinking and floating. Okay, so what we're going to need first is, if you want to do this at home, you're going to need something to put water in, even if you have a sink filled up, or some sort of bowl, a sheet of paper, and maybe some coins. Okay, so first we're going to get a sheet of paper each. Grania has never done this, so she's going to give it a go with me. Okay, so I'm going to fold the sheet of paper in half, right? Okay. If you're trying this at home, if you need help from an adult, ask them, because sometimes these things are tricky to get it right. You know, when we were doing cards in school, it's kind of hard to get it on the line. It doesn't have to be perfect, though. Okay, how are you getting on? Good. Okay, so at the part where it's bent here, right, I want you to, it's hard to show it on screen, bend it down into a triangle shape so that stops about halfway. So just like that, okay? Bend it down just like that. And fold that down. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, so we bend it down just like that. So it should look like this now. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, even if it's, see, if one of them's a little bit further down than the other, see the way Grania's, I'm not calling you out now, but just see the way hers is a little bit further down. That's perfect. It still works the same. And then what you're going to do is, there's two parts here, and you're going to fold each one up like this. You know, one up like this. Right. Yeah. So fold one side up like this, and the other side up. Now this is quite tricky, okay? So it might take a few times. I've been making these, and Grania made them before, but she said she needed a little bit of help to jog her memory. So it kind of looks like a little paper boat. Okay. Well done, Grania. Okay, great. So now if you you can open it up on the inside a little bit. You can put your hand in just to give it a bit of space. And what I like to do is bend it a little bit more to make it look a bit more 3D. And we can fold this in. Right, now, what we could use is a little bit of sellotape. Do you think that'd be a good idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a little bit of sellotape actually. So I got the sellotape and I've just cut some bits out. So what I'm going to do is, on the edge here, see the way it's kind of open? I'm going to sellotape this side and this side with one piece of tape. To kind of close. Sorry, to kind of close it in.
So just wrap it around.
Just kind of just around like that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
So just like that. on that side. Now we'll go the other side. Do you have a piece of tape? Yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
So our goal is to see if we can try and make our boat float. Okay. So the thing is, we've sellotape this side, and we're going to be putting things in here to see which one of our boats is going to stay up the longest.
Yeah.
Now, this design might be the best design. You could decide to get a piece of paper and fold it into, like, say, let's say, a square, maybe. Or, like, if there's something else that you think, like, so if you had a square and you sellotaped it up, what do you think of this design?
It's great.
And then, well, if it fit, you know, you could try that. You could see how many. So what we're going to do is, today I have a few 5-cent coins with me. Okay, so they're the 5-cent coins. So I picked the same type of coin because I know they all weigh the same amount. Okay, so I have the 5-cent coins down here for us. And so if you wanted to do this with 5-cent coins or a coin at home, it's a good way of seeing if you could beat my boat or Gráinne's boat. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to put them on the water and see if they float. All right, let's see. My boat is not big enough. So what happened there was Gráinne and myself went to put these into the boat. Mine fits into my bowl fine, but Gráinne's doesn't fit. So we were just laughing there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the water, nearly all of it, into one big bowl. That'll fit both of our boats. And we'll just see, we'll do a competition now to see whose boat is better. So we'll start with your one, Gráinne. So if you want to put your boat down. Yeah, see if we turn it sideways a little bit. If you have to bend it, you can. Okay, so your boat's floating in the water. Great. Let's see how many coins it'll take to sink. One.
Okay,
Oh, that's good.
Put one over the other side.
2. Why did you put them? Why did you pick that?
Just
to balance.
To balance, yeah.
Balance, yeah. Okay.
Better chance.
3 coins, and is it?
Oh, you can
it's not
see
really-
maybe some water's getting in now.
Oh,
Say
4 coins.
Oh, I think 5 might do it.
5. Let's see if I can turn this down a little bit. Can you see it? Yeah. 6 coins.
I think
Okay,
it's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
I'm just going to zoom in on this so you can see it a little bit better. You know, have a look. It's well and truly gone under.
Yeah,
Look at that.
it's kind of gone.
What was your record? 5?
5.
I'm going to beat this now. That's my goal. Right, so here's my little boat. I'm going to bend it a little bit. Maybe that might make it better. So we'll just see. Okay, it's moving a little bit in the water. Okay, 1 coin. It's shaking a little bit. 2 coins.
Oh,
3 coins.
I think 3 has done it.
I think it's gone at 3. I'll just show you. Okay, so if you have a look at my boat, it's well and truly gone under. Look at that. The coins have gone in. So 3 coins is my 1, 2, 3 coins is my record. And so Gráinne, you won that challenge. Well done. What could we have done that would have made that a little bit better, do you think?
Maybe more sellotape.
Yeah, maybe if we sellotape the sides a bit better so that it wasn't, there was water kind of leaking in at the beginning, but we kind of just, we kept going.
Yeah.
So maybe if we had more sellotape, maybe anything else?
I don't know, what do you think?
I think maybe if it was a different shape, it might be
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
But it's kind of the kind of thing you could try a few times and see how you get on. So the weight made it go down and made it, but like, I'd say it would stay a long time if it didn't have things in it.
Yeah.
I think it could float for a while. But as we were noticing even there, like at the end, we just said the paper gets a little bit soggy from the water. So if you had it there for like, I'd say 10, 20 minutes, it would start to go down itself because it gets so soggy. You know?
Yeah.
But you could try it at home, see how you get on. Okay, so keep watching. We're going to go on to experiment number 2. So I didn't realise our science video would be so long, so I had to put it into 2 different videos, 2 parts. So if you'd like to see the next part, just click here or click in the description box below.